Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. The Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on a team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl underway. Really disciplined job. Hard first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today they didn't have a chance to hit this with old.
Right, with the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on. When the running back gets going and gets ahead of the team, hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the get him before he gets going. But once he got him, you can tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to get rid of it. And it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Going to make it a little tougher. It's first and looking for it's Kelly. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. With that completion, now second down. Line play action. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third. Trying to pick up a first down. Long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Getting the sack.
The team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Louisiana's offense will go to work for the first time. Quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, they really depend on them. They can get other guys motivated. They're always being a great team. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he never had a chance, just cold as soon as he got it. And the Raging Cajun to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The short hands, it's Robertson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. To pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and his defense speed. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kick team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They didn't get much on the last time they had it. Away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And defense holds firm. Gonna run it. It's Ashley. And Go just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside the 20. Bringing the heat.
Why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass, playing deep. Q throws it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't get a big return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Ready a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Gets it all the way down to the 30 step. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The carry. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
The give out of the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Howard. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose. Steps out of bounds at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Makes the grab, it's Robertson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Let's go. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. That's caught. It's Weatherly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. They use those back-to-back explosive drives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So now on comes the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. That's caught. It's Robertson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes the grab over the middle. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the turn, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Yeah. Got some room to run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ball State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He leaves it with the... Still on his feet at the 25. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're right. This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for the...
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Caught over the middle. It's Robertson.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film stuff? Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Howard. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deliver the football, it's incomplete. 4th down's cut.
And on down defensively, you got to find a way to affect the quarterback. Nice job, defense. Get in the pressure, get to him, get in the position, and now force him to fourth down.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Working on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the fighting for that end zone. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense. They were right there. He got the ball. We've got a timeout, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Runs way in. Execution in the passing game, and they got it down to 3. He'll have to use his first time out of the half. And here they come to give it another shot to 3. From the gun, one. Can't make the connection with the defense. Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the field goal for the time tonight. He was on target with his first yards away. Extended a little.
And you want to touchdown, and you want to be aggressive. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road.
They get the field goal, now about to take it away, and you got to stop here. You go to half feeling really good about things. He'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to the half. Makes the catch. It's Robertson. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies before to go somewhere else with the
air. It's Howard. He got it inside the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys. The conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the foot.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Back to throw, it's Kelly. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots, and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass not closes. He will try to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Second down coming up. To throw, Kelly. Breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
Here's the pressure. Crosses the 45.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Raging Cajuns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to throw, it's Winfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robertson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Typically at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Looking to pass. It's Winfield. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Robertson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cajuns. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Louisiana, 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ashley. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Cardinals back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Under fire. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He's got it. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Got it. The Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He caught it! Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.